I played Kevin. That's right. Kevin's the main character. Of course, I didn't know that, until about half the movie was finished. So, I was also a story writer for the main plot, and I was the fight choreographer, and I wrote the novelization for the book of the movie. It was interesting. I also did the DVD art. That's right. The art for the DVD cover and the poster and others. This one. Okay, well, it was back probably in 2000, 2001, and just like any other movie we made, we just decided to make a movie. And this one was one of our most interesting movies we made. And basically it's about two kids who meet up and strange things happen to them on one day. And we kind of made it on the idea of Sixth Sense in mind of making it a little twist to it. Well, after that, a few years later, we found it in the Gilleand Vault, and we're like, wow, that's a good movie. And we're like, I think we should make a sequel. But we rethought that and made, now let's make a new movie altogether with the same name and the basic same ideas. And that's what we did. Well, his story is basically, he has forgotten something in his life that's really important. He's been practicing martial arts for like 5 years. And something that you might not know about him, he's fearless. He thinks he's fearless, at least. He believes that nothing can stand in his way. And that turns out to be wrong at the end, as you may will. Well, he meets his old friend Luke, and freaks him out, and they become friends again. That's right. Okay. Well, when we did The Matrix Revealed, basically I went through each movie of The Matrix and looked through every fight to find out what's the best way to do it. And I did it. Every second I tried to figure it out. It was alright, but I think when I figured out my own moves, I thought that would ended up as a better product. Not really a product, I know. Fighting off the top of your head. Some scenes in a movie are fought just out of like, just hit him, just start punching randomly. That's not good, because it turns out like crap. Basically, at school, one of the teachers, I had to, choose a class, and she's like, oh, take creative writing. And I'm like, oh, no, I suck at writing, So basically, I wrote the prologue to this movie, and I'm like, there, see, I stink at writing, and then basically Tim says, write the whole thing. And I'm like, oh, man. I did. And basically, I think it was all right. In the Forbidden Kingdom Chronicles, I started out with a bunch of ideas for this weird, strange, unknown place. And it turns out I'm probably only going to write The Forbidden Kingdom, the prequel to Extraordinary. Once again, Tim telling me to do poster, DVD art, book cover, 3D, whatever it was he wanted me to do. And well, I did it. I mean, it's not really that hard. The worst part was the poster. That took me the longest to make it perfectly. The first thing I did was the extraordinary logo with the lightning bolts going through that. And Tim's like, well, oh man. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Then from that, I went on to make the poster. Before we even started making the movie, Tim came up with a weird wallpaper with a picture he found on Google with foggy trees at night, and it looked creepy, so he thought that was cool. I used that picture for the poster. Yeah, that was a good one. I like the food. Oh, look at this. Whoa! Now that's something you don't see every day. Whoa! Jeez, what do you call that? Better not be a picture of me. What? Still. And, Tim stinks. And, right, go ahead, the wussy. Alright, next question. Crap! It is me. I play Luke, you know, one of the most important characters in the movie.
Oh yeah.
I also do almost everything else. There's a few things that Tim and David do as well, but you know, I take up, you know, maybe 70% of the credits. There's lots of visual effects, sound effects, DVD authoring, let's see, what else? ADRing, a few other things, post-processing. Also, I do 5.1 surround sound, and as I mentioned before, DVD authoring, including menus and motion menus and stuff. Well, Luke is my character, and he once was the friend of Kevin Merrill, but eventually they split up, and Luke moved away for a while. And then where our story comes in, Luke has just arrived and met up with Kevin once again, and some strange things start happening. For special effects, for the video special effects, I use the combination of Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere on the computer, and I also did some computerized CG graphics in TrueSpace, and I combined them all together with several, maybe 20 plus effects sequences at least.